Are you somebody who loves to learn about yourself? Maybe you've taken those online personality tests, read the books about your style, deep dived into a course. Stay tuned because in this video, we are talking about my favorite personal growth tool, the moon. If you are even a slight curious about what that would even be like, how to even use that, maybe you wanted to work with the moon or even take a deeper dive into working the moon, you are in the right place because that is what we are talking about today. If you are new here, hi, my name is Danie, hypnotherapist, helping women align with the moon and subconscious. If you are somebody who is ready to learn how to use the beautiful cosmic energies to amplify your life, then you have found the right place. Be sure to hit subscribe so you can be notified when a new weekly video is available. Personal growth is something that we are doing throughout our entire lives. In order for us to achieve the dreams, the goals, the aspirations that we have, we must change. We must grow in a certain way. So many of us have had to grow in order to accomplish something. I can almost guarantee that you are not the same person you may have been a year ago, 2 years ago, or maybe even 10 years ago. In some way, you have grown, you have changed. So personal growth is an absolute necessary part of our life. Now, if you're anything like me, as I mentioned at the top of this video, you probably have taken those personality tests, Myers-Briggs, Enneagram, DISC, EI. I have taken them all. In fact, I'm a certified DISC workplace facilitator. When I started taking all these tests, and as I started to explore the subconscious mind more, I realized that all these tests were coming at us from a conscious level. We read questions, we make a decision, and then at the end of that, we are given a type, a style, a score. Oftentimes, this can lead to errors. I know in my own self, I've taken a test where I've scored one way to only take it 3 months later to score a different way. Our minds get caught up in what we think we should answer, or what we think we shouldn't answer. When we start looking at astrology and the moon in particular, there are no questions to answer. It's based on when and where we were born. This objective stance allows for our conscious thoughts not to get in the way. The more and more I read charts for people these days, I share their unique qualities. I find that the accuracy is right on. I don't know how many people have told me that, wow, this is exactly me. Now, when I'm talking about astrology, I'm not talking about just your sun sign. In fact, that is only a glimmer of your actual full makeup. When we start to look at things like your natal chart and see where all the planets lie and all the houses, we see all the different areas of your life, and we take this into account, which is much different than those personality tests that we take online. How can working with the moon help me grow? The moon itself is such a great example of growing. Every month it goes from completely dark, where we can almost barely see it, to full, big, and bright. Each stage that it goes through is a different part of the growth process. More about that in an upcoming video. Working with the moon is going to help you learn your personal rhythms, the cycles you go through throughout the different areas of your life. It can help you strengthen your intuition and really get in touch with your feminine side. It can show you how to unlock your productivity, because not all productivity tips are the same, but the moon and other aspects of your natal chart will tell you the exact days that are really good for you to really hustle through and take action. And those days where it's like chill on Netflix, it'll show you those days to be more creative, and those days that are best for brainstorming and figuring things out. The moon allows you to stretch into different areas of your life so that you can learn and grow, maximizing this personally for you. The moon is the most personal growth tool. One of my favorite things about working with the moon is, in fact, that every month the moon is in a particular zodiac sign. And each sign has its own strengths, weaknesses, and themes. It also rules over a particular area of our life. When we pair that with the personal aspects of our natal chart, we can zone in on the area, the zone, the energy, and use it to guide our growth. Myself and my clients have learned to use these energies to start an exercise program, to shift limiting belief, to get organized, to strengthen communication in relationships, to learn a new skill, among a number of things. Using the moon as a personal growth tool can learn your communication. You can learn your preferences, your perceptions, your influence, how you see the world, how you can step out of your comfort zone. It spotlights our core desires. And when we know what those are, we can then feel more purposeful, more mindful, more driven, which will bring us all the things that we're always looking for, an amplified life. The moon will spotlight areas for us to grow every month. And we have that opportunity to look at all of the different areas of our life in 1 year. Instead of tackling it all at one point, because I know we've all done it, I know I have, the moon allows us to take one aspect, one portion, one part every single month. Another great reason for working with the moon is you'll understand others better. Oftentimes we get frustrated with people because they're not communicating the way we like, or they're perceiving something in a certain way, and it frustrates us, right? When we work with the moon, we can start to understand not only ourselves, but how others are being affected and impacted. If we have teams, if we have coworkers, if we have family members, and you can see that from time to time, they're just off, or they're just frustrated, or they just want to sleep all the time. You can start to understand why this is happening, why certain times of the month or certain periods of the year are so different than others. And when we can understand people better, man, that makes our lives so much easier. We're not caught up in they did this or she did that or this happened or that happened. We start to understand it, we start to embrace it, and we start to be in control and in power of our life. By now you can see that working with the moon is such a great personal growth tool. It is my absolute favorite, and I love being able to share it with others. If you are curious about how to take this even further, stay tuned for our upcoming videos as we take a deep dive into the lunar cycles, the lunar seasons, and the lunar phases. If you are somebody who is ready to learn more about aligning with the moon, let me know by liking this video. And if you want to dive even deeper, be sure to subscribe, as new videos are going to be released every week. Be sure to check out these videos that will help you align more with the moon. As always, my friend, close your eyes, take a deep breath, and find